I'm going to show you a feature of DME Justify that is going to save you a lot of time. Unfortunately, in our industry, denials are a reality. We do our best to state what needs to be said to get these devices for people that truly do qualify for them. But unfortunately, insurances still deny. But it's well known that insurances are using artificial intelligence now to scan what you are submitting. So unless it's perfect, and even if it is perfect, I've had denials anyhow that it just gets denied for whatever reason. So in order to check the ball back to them, you can use this feature on DME Justify, which is called the appeal generator. So let me show you how that works. I've already got some things uploaded here. This is in the post evaluation tool box. So appeal generator is what we're going to be focusing on. I've already used a couple of snippets that came directly from my electronic medical record and from the denial itself. I can show you what those look like and how that functions. So here's Practice Perfect. This is my preferred electronic medical record, what my company uses. So I've actually just put all of this actual information from a real client that I saw, put it in our test patient for training purposes. You can see that this past medical history is here. My original narrative was here. Pain, all the stuff that I want to state with pain, more information to answer these 10 important questions for insurances. I can take any of that I want in snippet form as long as it doesn't have HIPAA sensitive information and put it in the DME Justify upload documents. You can upload an entire document as a PDF, but in 7 pages, unless you actually redact it all, it may not accept it. It won't accept it if it's got HIPAA sensitive information. So that's something to be aware of. The other thing was the actual denial right here. That is another snippet. I chose to just make sure that we were only focusing on this to right about here. That's the only important thing out of 7 pages that I want to introduce to DME Justify. So back to DME Justify. Once you do that, you can put in the specific HCPCS codes that were denied. In this case, I'm going to put the cushion 2624, even though that was not mentioned in this denial. I just put it in there for training purposes so you know how this is supposed to look. Okay, so if you want to compare this, the snippet, that past medical history is the same thing that came out of the snippet from Practice Perfect, my electronic medical record. This is the transcription, which was a snippet that came from the denial. I've confirmed that all HIPAA information was removed. I analyzed the documents, and then it's telling me from the entire information that I've submitted to it, the AI identified these denial reasons. It's going to go ahead and process that. This is where you can put the past medical history. It's not necessary to be redundant, obviously, but that's if your EMR allows you to copy and paste out, it'll probably read text faster than it's going to read a picture. Okay, so I'm just going to delete that because it's already in one of these snippets. In here, this is the actual narrative that came from Practice Perfect right here. I could grab all of that and paste it into DME Justify right there. I can go And let's say wound care was another thing that was in my original evaluation. So I'm going to copy that and paste it right here. Alice had a stage 3 pressure wound on both buttocks from August through November of 2024. She did require skilled wound care for several months. So at that point, you can just hit generate, and it's going to generate an actual appeal that will be editable at first before you export it. And this does take a little time. It's building its appeal at this moment. And it does have the same features to export that was in the evaluation tools. So you can see it's got bullets there. I'm going to keep it in paragraph form because that's my preference. You can copy it from the clipboard if you want, or you can export it as the actual letter. So here is where you want to edit. You're going to revise everything. Make sure that you like what you see. It's taking information from the LCD. It's taking her past medical history. It's taking things that I've introduced to it, talking about pressure wounds, post-stroke, anything, any kind of ammunition that I've introduced with regulations and things from Medicare standards that should get this through. So then we're going to export it, and you'll see client's full name, Alice in Wonderland, her date of birth. Doesn't really matter for this purpose, but I'll just say that. Appeal for group 3. You can name it whatever you want there. And then print, and it will open another document. The reason why this is going to work is because now on this side of the server, it's not processing anything. I've only told it what its full name is, or what the client's name is, Alice in Wonderland, date of birth, and all that stuff. So there, on this side of the server, we can introduce HIPAA sensitive information. So this writes a beautiful letter that you can export, print, and you can sign it right here. Very easy, and this is going to save you a lot of time.